Go, Dylan.
Hello, welcome to Dramafest. This is
Sempur Tyrannis.
Written by Rachel K.
And Dylan Pinks.
And directed by Rachel K.
And Dylan Pinks.
We would like to thank Christian Duhamel
and Tony Douglas here.
Thank you for coming.
And enjoy the show.
You must understand, what they think matters above all else. I can't understand that you can be so content being so good. Just a small change in attitude is all I ask.
That's all you've ever asked. We've had this argument so many times. It's time we spice things up a bit. We'll get the cheese plate ready. We have a company tonight. Haven't had company in such a long time. Must make sure the place is presentable. Important people come to it. I must be done now. Then how nice of you to accept my invitation.
Ah, signorina, how could I refuse?
Fraulein. Tavarish.
Comrade.
Milady. I must say, I was pleasantly surprised to receive the invitation. I've only been here a year or so, and already I'm meeting you in the flesh. Or at least something resembling flesh.
Oh, but I had to meet you all. You are such interesting men. The place can get so dreary sometimes. So static. So dead. It just resists every effort to liven things up. So I thought I'd make things interesting for you boys.
Interesting?
A game.
Why the extra seat? Are we expecting another friend? I'm not sure if Benny knows how to act around strangers.
I'm not sure we'll be able to get Joe here to shut up about communism. He'll go on and on and on about those damn 5-year plans as if they actually work.
Communism does work.
No, it doesn't. At least fascism is illogical.
Isn't it more logical if everyone is trying to get the same thing?
That would imply that people are inherently altruistic.
Has anyone ever actually tested that theory?
Yes, the whole experiment was a colossal failure. They called it the fall of the Soviet Union.
Shut up. At least people can remember who dreamt up communism. Start talking about Mussolini these days, and everyone looks at you and says, Gesundheit.
Or they think about it and say, yes, I remember him. That narcissistic Italian fool who caved as soon as an Allied group touched the soil of his precious Italy.
Now wait
Boys, you simply can't have this fight again. Such things tend to stagnate so quickly. Why don't we liven?
Ha ha ha!
A game. Whichever of you can convince me they did right by their people and so do not deserve the title of dictator, will have that label removed from their reputation.
You can do that?
You're out of cheddar, so I fixed extra.
Boys, you've all heard of Mr. Lincoln, the great emancipator.
Hasn't everyone?
Begging your pardon, madame. I'm afraid these fellows have the advantage.
Oh, that doesn't matter. I'm sure we'll all get very well acquainted over time. After all, we do have eternity
Are we there yet?
Huh. Sarcasm is the last refuge of the weak-minded.
And that makes violence what? The knee-jerk reaction of the unimaginative?
Yeah, mister, I can't deal with rejection, so I seize power and slaughter ethnic minorities.
Shut up, you whining effeminate excuse for a dictator!
I'm fashionable!
You refuse the aristocracy only to go name yourself after the aristocracy. Not to mention that hat.
It's a nice hat.
The unfailing honesty may be endearing, but you should really try to lie to make people feel better.
Oh, well, the art of speech was always lost on me. Ha! I was always a man of action.
What a surprise! How did you even lead your country? Your most famous speech was what? 3 minutes long? No. You must be an orator. You must rouse your people. You must
Kill
sing.
half your population.
They were degenerates. Joe did the exact same.
But what I did wasn't genocide.
What
No.
you did is called genocide.
No. Joe here just let everyone die. That's the problem with communism. You just can't feed everybody.
Communism does work.
Boys and their reputations. You never do stop bickering about those blemished legacies, do you?
My legacy is far less blemished than any of theirs.
A legacy no one remembers. Il Duce. Ask anyone who thought of fascism. They'll say our friend Adolf over here. Do you think they remember it was you? Fascism killed more people than communism ever did. And I do believe my politics have outlasted both of yours. Last time I checked, there were far more workers running around calling for liberation than for fascism. Not only that, but my legacy still lives in countries around the world.
If only it worked.
Communism does work! Or at least the workers, it brings together a country.
More like it starves a country. How many famines did you have?
Didn't you just say that?
Did I?
No, I did. Didn't I?
Oh, does it matter? After all, axis of evil, you three. Terrible trio. Catchy.
Not to rain on your parade, but as I'm not a man to mince words, democracy seems vastly superior to anything you ever came up with. It's clean, fair, balanced, and most importantly, popular.
Popular with those who get to participate.
Yes, the theory is just lovely. Positively utopian. The problem seems to be that it just never comes into practice.
Especially when you're in charge.
What are you talking about? I held the Union together with my own 2 hands.
Oh, yes. Only after the bloodiest and most shameful civil war in the history of the world. Your actions pitted brother against brother, countryman against countryman. You brought a great nation to its knees for the sake of a race not fit to claim the title of citizen. And worst of all, you did it all out of some obsessive and misguided sense of self-righteousness.
I was not misguided. You and your pretty words, always twisting the truth and never saying what you mean. Everyone up there worships me, but you're never content to let me be.
A good leader places the integrity of his nation above all else.
I will not stand here and listen to you mock my actions. They were just and selfless. I, sir, am an American and a patriot. I really fail to see why you invited me.
You really can't see the connection.
Sic, semper, Tyrannis.
Sic, semper, what?